3 of the season. We're back here for Tier 3, and we are here in Azerbaijan for the 3rd time this season. And I am PMBL5, and I am joined by Polo God 26. What's going on here with the Alex Albin car? Why? I have no clue what's going on there. But anyway, welcome Polo God.
Yo, Expo 26 I see. I had to make the joke. But good to be here, good to be commentating Tier 3. I know I've been commentating a lot of Tier 2, Tier 2. But it's good to see that I'm back commentating Tier 3. Because I believe I did commentate Germany last season, obviously. Yep. Germany's not on the game yet, but yeah, good to be here.
We'll flag at turn 1. That is Tommy Karate off turn 1. And I have no clue why there's Alexander Albin in a Renault. That's not something to really ask me. Oh yeah, that's Dominant Square, but okay, then Dominant Square's broadcast. Okay, well I have no clue what's going on with the Renault, and I don't know myself, so I'm gonna figure this stuff out as I go.
Boy.
I'm gonna try to fix the problem I have with my mic again, because I know it's been an issue. I'm just gonna try to fix it quickly. And I guess you could take over with that. What happened to Car? I actually have no clue, because I just started the stream. I had to figure something out with my dad.
Oh.
And after that, oh yeah, because he has the, no, he does not have the clay bin. Never mind. That's right. He was last week.
He been at the castle, like at the exit of the castle section on his outlaw. That was when you were starting the stream, so I couldn't mention it.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, so everyone's starting to set their banker times. Bennett, who was formerly JV88, he changed his name to Bennett. In that McLaren, last week's race winner, of course, off of a penalty removal. Or just Dylan, who was right behind him in P2. But obviously, there was a penalty removal after a pretty controversial race.
I think Squares just crashed the exit of the pit lane there and reset the track. He's got some well, the game forced to reset the track. Let's put it that way, because he was blocking the pit lane. He's got damaged front wing with this, and I'm gonna try to fix my mic again because I know it's shit. Let's just put it that way.
So I'm just gonna test out this mic just for a moment. This is completely different. No one's really heard this before, so something that's interesting about this. Something that's interesting is about this race, that people might find a bit different, that people might not know necessarily about, is about the reset to track that's been completely changed for this race. This track has had the reset to track changed for the fact of that the castle section. With the castle section, people bin it at the castle section, and because of that, when people bin it at the castle section, therefore people can get stuck and can get disqualified from the race because of that. So we are allowing people to reset the track if you crash at the castle section. That's only at the castle section. Everywhere else we tested, and with that being said, we figured out that you can't really reset the track anywhere else. You could really just reverse there anyway. So let me just fix something here. So, Paulo God, can you hear me?
Yes,
can I hear you?
I can.
Okay, I know what I'm gonna need to fix. I'm gonna need to fix one thing in order for this to work. I'm using one of my older mics, so if this will work, this would be legendary. And I'm being serious by that. Audio. Wow. I can't think of. I couldn't look at the audio settings. Wow. Let me try to find it. Okay, so can I hear you, Polo? Let's see.
Hopefully. Can you hear me?
Let me actually turn down on the stream. That's probably part of the problem.
Oh, Hooded Monster's binned it.
Speak again. Who's been it?
Yeah.
Hooded Monster?
Hooded Monster, yeah.
Wow.
The Red Bull.
It's not good for him.
Oh. I see it right.
Okay, so I think things are fixed with this. And yeah, Castle Section is already claiming their first victims. This is the first time we're racing Azerbaijan and ARL. Polo, kind of recap the street circuit of Singapore and how similar Singapore is to Azerbaijan and ARL. What's the differences? What's the similarities? What's all that?
I mean, it's a very narrow track, I guess. A lot of... I mean, in terms of streets are quite similar, apart from the fact that Baku has a massive straight in Sector 3, but in terms of how big the track is, they're quite similar. In terms of some of the quite similar. Just the way the track is laid out, it's quite similar. If you just remove the straight, it's pretty much Singapore, just in a different... oh, they're in the same continent. I got my geography wrong there, but yeah, this is pretty much... They're similar tracks, just if you remove the straight from Baku.
Yeah, and the similarity I find with Azerbaijan is similar to Monaco. Monaco, you have very famous corners. Here you have 90-degree corners, castle section, and then just a long sector 3. You have to be perfect everywhere, and that's what I find interesting with this track compared to Monaco, is that you have to be perfect everywhere. No matter what it is, you have to be perfect everywhere you go in this racetrack. And you got the castle section, the 90-degree turns. But Monaco, you got the hairpin, the Nouvelle chicane, the swimming pool section, Saint-Devat. You got so many classic corners at these racetracks.
Oh, one more, you're right. Okay. Yeah, this is a very, this is one of the hardest circuits on the calendar, if not the hardest, apart from Monaco. Considering just how tight some of the corners are, the castle section, especially for Tier 3, is going to be an absolute hellhole for these guys. I know hopefully some of these guys will be able to make it out of the castle section in one piece for the whole race. But it's going to be interesting to see how these guys cope with it, because it's the toughest. It's probably the toughest corner on this game.
Yeah. There's many places at this track, I'd say, that you could easily bin it at. The first 90-degree corners, the first 4 corners. I'm messing with my mic, that's why. That's why you hear it like that, so I need to stop messing with the mic. No, I know why it is. Part of the piece is broken, but I need to stop messing with it. That's probably why there's the issue I have right there. But nah, because I'm messing with the wire, that's why. But 5 minutes, 6 minutes left in the session. So now there's many corners, I'd say, at this racetrack that people can easily bin it. People can easily mess up, make a mistake, go wide. I mean, I think this track is probably the toughest track on the calendar for a lot of people. Now, I do want to mention some people returning, some people making their first starts. Haas Boomer was not here last week, returning again. Tommy Karate, first start of the season for him. Petra VC, first start as a reserve. You see some of the throwback gamer tags here. Dark Raptor, that's, you know, Raptor. Bennett, which is JB88, he changed his gamer tag. and Just Dylan Boy, which is Just Dylan. You also see as well Trasher 21842. He couldn't put the full gamer tag because it had to be 12 characters, so it was Thrasher 21842 was 13. So yeah, I probably should put the game sound up. I agree with that. Anyway, Burning Man as well returns. Hold up, I need to fix this because I can only hear out the speakers with this headset, which is partially broke. So I can't do too much with it, if that makes sense. Yeah, one more. I think that might be better. Anyways, JC Cart using his gamer tag JC Cart instead of his regular cart name. Dominant Square was originally going to use the GSR Axe name that he used to race on. He cannot do that considering that account can't stream, and he wanted to stream. So yeah, it's up all the way in the Twitch settings, and I think I know what it is. Let me change that actually. Then I used to that. This should be better. So Polo God, let's speak about Tier 3 last week. Very interesting stuff last week. There was many people who got storylines. Just Dylan Boy, kind of an emotional race for him. He scored a podium again. He got second, and Squid Jr. just came to the line as well to take a 6th place as well. But you had as well, JB88 taking his first win, Bennett taking his first win. That was something brand new for him, a first win for him, and McLaren, I believe that's their first Tier 3 win so far. And you also had in the podium Squid Jr. as well, returning to the podium for the first time since Singapore, and Just Dylan Boy is out of the session.
What happened with him? But yeah, it was a very controversial race. At some points, there was a bit of questionable driving from some people, but all in all, it wasn't the worst race in the world. There has been a lot worse races in Tier 3. Obviously, emotional podium for Dylan Boy. Bennett, that's JB88 taking the win. Hopefully, by the looks of things, considering he's 4/10 quicker than the car in front who's retired, and the car behind, not in front, retired. It looks like he might end up getting pole position. It's gonna be interesting to see how he does.
Well, there is 2 minutes left in the session. Tommy Karate had a little mistake there at the end of Sector 2, so that's going to compromise him. I don't know if he was trying to slow down to get out of traffic or what he was doing, but his teammate, Florian Foley, is just ahead of him. Into Sector 3, he might be completing, he might be, no, he's actually going to try to maybe give his teammate a tow or something. As you see here comes his teammate, Tommy Karate, just behind him. He might try to give him a tow to start this lap. And they're going to try it at least. The two Williams will. Tommy Karate getting that tow from Florian Foley. And here we come to the last minute of qualifying pretty soon. Tommy Karate starting his lap now. How much will that tow kind of affect him? Will that give him a good effect or will that give him a bad effect? I think someone just came to the line to improve their time. That was Thrasher to get 11th place as well. That time for Haas. Haas with 9th and 11th. Patcher VC reserving this week for Fire King. You also have some people in Outlets, but there's a Mercedes coming to the line. That is Crucial Oyster, who got in this session a little bit later than everyone else. He is going to be starting a lap now. There's a McLaren of Bennett. That's JB88. He's going to start a lap this time. He's going to try to go 2 in a row this weekend, and he is going to try to look for his first pole, if I'm correct on that one as well, because JC Hellcats took the last 2 pole positions. Aaron Ocon as well. He's coming to the line. He's going to try to improve. He does. He goes up to the 10th spot. Behind that, there's a Haas. That's Patcher VC. And then coming to the line as well, there's a Racing Point. That's CJ Pants as well on a lap. You also have the Racing Point coming to the line. That should be Haas Boomer as well, trying to improve. Is third right now, but he's on a lap now. And there's a Ferrari as well. That should be Hissy coming to the line. Now we have people completing laps, and now we have people at the end of their laps, starting laps. That's Dark Raptor starting a lap, but checkered flag for Communist. He's going to stay 15th. He's not going to improve whatsoever. There's the Williams of Tommy Karate, who we saw early on in the start of the things. Coming to the line now, 6/10 down in his time at the Sector 3 start. And he's going to pit this time. Well, then behind that, there is the Haas of Thrasher. He does not, actually he does improve, but I don't think it was enough. It was just 2/10 unless that was invalid. There's also the McLaren and the Mercedes as well coming to the line. That should be Crucial Oyster this time. Currently on a good lap. Will it be top 10? It's going to be 16th though. It's just not even enough. And the other McLaren of JB88, Bennett, he's going to try to improve. Will he get to the 138s? How does he do this lap? He goes to the 139.2s. He's going to take pole position by a good 7/10, that is, over anyone else. But Patra VC, he's also on a lap. He's 6/10 up. He's invalid, though. That's going to be a problem for him. Behind that, there's the Renault. That is Dark Raptor in Dominant Square. Dominant Square, 3/10 up for him. Coming to the line for Square. Does he improve to the top 15? Does it get better for him? He does improve, but it's just not enough to improve a position for him. There's the Racing Point coming to the line. That's Hospital, who does improve to second. That's Patriots' brother on the front row. The Ferrari behind. That's Hissy as well. Coming to the line. He's just going to stay 8th, as well as the guy behind that, Romeo, coming to the pits. And Dark Raptor is going to go 3rd as well. And Aaron Ocon retires. That's qualifying over. Squid Jr. trying to join back the session. You might need to reinvite him, Polo. Here is the qualifying order. Very close between the top 4, but it's a far split from far on back. It is Bennett on pole, Haas Boomer second, and then you have as well, behind that, Dark Raptor, just Dylan, Timey Karate running out the top 5. You also have Squid, Hooded Monster, Hissy, Patcher VC, Aaron Ocon running out the top 10. Thrasher, CJ, Florian Foley, and Cart. Some guys outside the top 10 who easily, I think, can improve their position depending on how the race start will be. Is his F1 crashed? He's going to need an invite back. Well, I don't know if he did get an invite back. That's right. I think he did join back because he was on that lap. I just am looking at the chats now.
Yeah, I invited him earlier. I saw he left.
Ah, there you go. So, we'll be doing ones to watch in just a minute from this race. We'll be talking about the dangers of this track, the chaos that usually happens around this circuit. We'll have it all in just a moment. About 4 seconds till we get ready for the formation lap of this Grand Prix. And we are on the formation lap. I don't see Squid's car on the grid. Squid's car is on the grid, but it's ghosted. You will have to invite Squid back to the session.
Yeah, I have invited him.
There was someone else as well. I think, yeah. You'll have to invite him back to the session. There's probably... No, there's not anyone else. It's just Squid, who does need an invite back to the session.
Yeah,
Squid said he can't take control of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
anyway, I'm going to look at the...
issue before.
Yeah, I'm going to look at the tires outside the top 10 right now. Thrasher starts on the hards along with CJ and Burning Man, Communist, Crucial Oyster. The rest of them outside the top 10 start on the mediums. I'm going to go with 2 favorites for this race. I'm going to go with Bennett, JB88, who won the last race. He's looking for 2 in a row, and this should be the perfect time to do it. Starting off the season in the first 3 races, getting 2 in a row. He could be the first repeat winner of this Tier 2 season and the first repeat winner in all of ARL this season. So that would be very interesting as well for that to happen. Anyway, you see the strategy in the bottom. You could do softs to hards, softs to medium softs. You could do one of those, and that will be good for your strategy as well. Anyways, outside the top 10, I want to, well, I actually want to go with, oh my god, that my game's even louder now. That's probably better. Anyways, I want to go with Tommy Karate in 5th. Tommy Karate, he had finished 2nd in his only start at USA. Finished just behind Davis. Davis graduated to Tier 2. And now Tommy Karate is in a position to get himself and Williams their best finish of the season and their first top 5 of the season. He could possibly do that today. And considering all the chaos, I would not be surprised if he could get out of the chaos as well. Because he did get out of the chaos back in USA when that was a rain race. So, Polo, 2 favorites from yourself and why?
Well, first off, I'm gonna go with Dark Raptor. Dark Raptor qualifying 3rd, pretty solid qualifying for him. It's just a question of will he be able to push forward from this, and I think yes. I think he could be a podium contender for this race. And my other one is going to be JC Kart, starting last, but we've seen last week he had a quali ban. I think he had a quali ban, and he came back, finished on, I think it was the podium or 4th. It was a great drive from him, and I think he might be able to repeat today if he stays out of trouble.
Yeah, could do so. Baku is a place we'll be talking about where people stay out of trouble most of the time. Anyways, the 5 red lights will come upon us. I think Squid has got his car back in control, but I think we're just waiting off this start for those in Azerbaijan. We've been waiting. We're still waiting. And we're still just waiting for the start. By the way, 47 viewers so far, most in a stream so far in this league, so that's the good part about it. When will these 5 red lights come upon us here in Baku? We'll have to find out. We're just waiting for the game to quit lagging and the game to quit having problems. I think there's someone who's going to need to leave or something.
I think it might be Hissy.
It might be Hissy from what I'm hearing, but I don't know if it's Hissy or Square. I heard Square as well. This may need a restart if that's the case as well. Anyway, you can get ready for the start as well. Waiting, of course, on Hissy's car do be bouncing though. Let's see this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's having fun there. Yeah, probably gonna need to restart with this being the case. Just trying to figure out. Square. It says Square's not making a start from that. Of what's going on, in that lobby. Yeah, so we are gonna be restarting the lobby, because of this issue. That has gone on. Anyway, grid and tires. People need to start on the correct tires. If that's the case as well. Game's completely fine. No, I think they had said in the lobby as well that Square had it disconnected, and the problem is he's the host of the lobby, so that's a big problem as well. When he's the host of the lobby, the game could break. The game itself could just break itself. If that happened as well. And, you know, I mean, I've had issues where there's been lag. You go back to France Season 2 at Tier 2. That's been a problem. And, yeah, you could say that as well. Where France Season 2 Tier 2 was an issue. And, in France Season 2 Tier 2, I had lagged out of the lobby. There was issues with that. The game kind of had its issues. So, yeah. Anyways, all you guys need to do, that wouldn't have worked. I just see what Joe said. That wouldn't have worked because that doesn't work on this game. It worked last game. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna put something in announcements now. So just be patient, and we'll get this lobby started pretty soon here. The stream will still be on.
At least I get to eat my burger without having to quickly eat it while commentating. Let's go.
Okay, so Square's still gonna host. I'm just trying to figure out what's gonna go on here with this. So I see people trying to ask to join. So after the Thrash should kind of answer that for me. Just make sure after the race, or after the tier 2 race later on today, you DM myself, PMBO5 on Xbox, and I'll get you situated with everything else that you need to join with. Definitely we'll need to figure out internet tests as well, because of course we've seen problems today, of course, with internet. So people will need an internet test if that's the case as well. Yeah, you could DM F1 driver as well. He is also the co-owner, so that would work out as well. Square just changing the settings. It's totally Australia. So I can't wait to go from Azerbaijan to Australia in about 2 minutes. That'll be fun. But anyway, we're just trying to figure out. I'll get the invites sorted here. Assist restrictions are all good. Settings in the lobby. Hopefully, if Square can hear me, hopefully we can get him situated with formation lap, and hopefully he's got the lobby on invite only as well. That would work out. So just be patient, and we'll get the lobby started, and we'll get everything going. Make sure you still stay tuned into the stream. So after this race, you'll send a message. Thank you. Appreciate it. And we'll get you sorted out by then. I'll probably get you sorted out after the Tier 2 race, because the Tier 2 race is just after this, and we definitely need to get started pretty soon with the Tier 2 race being also after this as well. Tier 2 will be at 2 Eastern, 7 UK, so we'll figure it out then. Anyways, let's get invites sorted here. It would work out if everyone does appear online who is in the lobby, so the inviting could be very easier on myself. That would be the easy part about it. Make sure you stay tuned in. Of course, if anyone just clicking off, I see some people clicking off. Make sure you stay tuned in, because this will get started pretty soon. Anyways, let's get GB88. Who else is on here? Communist. There's someone else I'm missing on this list of invites. Nope, not missing anyone that I know of. Alright. Okay, Pluto, can you send the... Okay, so Square should be able to get the starting order correct, and we should be able to figure that out. Yeah, that is the starting order Pluto has. So, JB, Haas Boomer, Dark Raptor, Dylan Boy, Atomic Karate, all the top 10. I would say put Formation Lamp on as well, because, that would be better. So just don't go right away and, and have issues with that. Because I've had leaks that gone right away and didn't do Formation Lamp, and I got distracted by it, and I caused a pilot before from that happening. So, just waiting. So, just be patient. Just waiting for starting lineup and everything else to get figured out. Custom grid. You got the Squares getting the custom grid figured out. Everyone in top 10 on softs except for Squid. So Squid would have to start on the mediums, and everyone else behind would have to start on any tire. you know. And yeah, Pluto makes a great point. If people choose different tires, you need to disqualify them after the race for breaching Parc Fermé. Okay. So just stay patient. Just stay calm because we're going to be getting this started in about a good 5 minutes approximately. With that being said. So just trying to figure out what starting grid looks like, trying to figure out everything else, and I'm just trying to figure out what is going on here. And yeah, I agree with Ricochet right there. With that one, I will be checking the chat throughout the stream, just in case of anything, because I know I've been very slow with that recently, not checking the chat during stream. So I'm got back to doing that. Anyways, Polo, how is your food?
It's good. I'm done eating the food. Now I have to drink. I drink during the during the race, but you know. This is probably going to be a common occurrence. Every Saturday when I'm commentating, having to eat during the stream. Very unprofessional, but you know. I need to eat. I'm very hungry.
Yeah.
God.
Let me just quickly fix something. I have a problem with right now. Are we ready to go or not? Starting grid is correct. Yes. Apologize for the breathing. Totally intended. But yeah, Polo. Go over the tier 3 standings to start the stream as well. Let's just start the before the lobby goes, because tier 3 standings is an interesting topic to speak about.
Yes, and I will do so. If I go down, JB88 is leading the way by 10 points over Raptor. Boy in P3 after his podium in China shot him up the table. JC Hellcat in 4th, 17 points. There's a bit of a gap from 3rd to 4th. But then it's really, really close between 4th through 11th. Just 4th through 11th. Just 11 points, guys. With Hellcat, Hissy, Squid Junior, Cart, Crucial Oyster, M&K Boy, Florian Foley, Hooded Monster, all within 11 points of each other. Then there's the last two scores of Joseph with 4 points and Aaron O'Connor with 1 point.
Alrighty. Yes, if you are good. Just trying to text back in the admin chat. I see numbers coming back up, 40 people. Alright, I'm just looking at chat. This is more exciting than the race, I hear you. Yeah, you could say the connection in the game does have issues, so. Yeah. Attempt 2, good luck. Let's see. At ARL tier 3, we may ready up, I think, if I'm correct. Yes, it's good. Okay, well, we should be able to ready up. Yeah, so actually, I was gonna let people know, just to let you guys know, because of the mic problems I've been having, I decided to use my old mic. The problem with my old mic, which I'm using, it's better quality, better stuff. You could clearly tell, but it's half broken. I can't hear through the headset, so I have to hear through the speakers, through the TV. Of course, is an issue, yes, but that's why I was having problems at first with the game volume. That's why that was having issues at first, and that's why things should be sorted now. That is said. So I was just trying to make sure it was adjusted to my liking, and adjusted to the stream's liking as well, adjusted to everyone else as well, just so things would be good. So,
Oh, so Polo. Um.
what was that beeping noise?
Oh, that was my phone. I have to plug it.
Ah,
I was looking at admin channel and it's on like 2% and it makes that noise when it's on 2%. I love my phone.
yeah. Alrighty. I'm just gonna try to make sure my mic doesn't, like, try to go away from me. Yeah, hospital, Milo says. Yeah, good point. I was wondering that as well. Um, how's my life support going off, Burning Man says. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Anyways, about to start the Grand Prix pretty soon. Formation lap should be on. And I do want to go over a few things as well when we start. Anyways, we're just waiting for things to start now. So we've had our one restart. We can maybe have one more. That's it. We're just waiting on things to start. I don't know what the issue is. Now we have, I think, bigger issues, I think. I don't know if that's the case.
Um.
Now it's put everyone stuck on hards, I'm thinking. That's what it
Oh.
did. Game must up my tire choice. I think it broke again.
Oh no.
Oh my god. I'm gonna figure out what's gonna go on now. Again. Well, that sucks. That's a bummer. Well, I don't know. No clue what's going on. Let me read the chat then. Yes, pile up. That's pure tier 3. Did someone just flatline? I'll be back in a minute. Okay, then I'm not going to read the rest of that. Or else I'll get the stream taken down, unless I want that to happen. Cody's bleep. Everyone's stuck on hards. Yep, this game is so effed. This is very pog. This game is bleep. WTF Cody's. It's broke again. I think if we need another restart, it could affect tier 2. Yes, that is correct. And, F1 boys at 25% race. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna be doing.
Mind if I play a song? Well.
No. You want the stream to get taken down?
No. It has no singing. It's just the technical difficulty song. Wait.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to think you're copyrighted, you know.
Oh.
Jesus.
Hopefully that doesn't get
Yeah, no
copyrighted.
copyright is right. I hear you, Thresher. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. If we restart again, I shouldn't host to see if that's the problem. And yes, we do need to restart again. We're gonna have to announce that they are having problems with tier 3. What? Oh wait, never mind.
Oh wait.
People are on the grid.
Wait.
Never mind. Never mind.
Never mind.
Okay then. I have no clue. I have no clue what's just happened. And Patra VC's been disqualified from the session from the formation lap. What in the world is going on? Squid is stuck on that grid. And he is paused. I literally have no clue what's going on. This game is just something else.
Codemasters?
What? This is probably the most confusing I have ever seen on this game. This is horrible right now. Hopefully Squid can take back connection if he is not already. But, Paulo, safety car-wise, we've already gone over favorites. Safety car-wise, what are you expecting with the safety cars in this race?
3 safety cars, 2 VSCs. I'm just gonna predict that just straight up. There's gonna be a lot of crashes in the castle section.
Now, I'm going to make sure is everyone in the lobby, though, because I heard people say there were some people not in the lobby. I think Squid was the only one, if I'm correct. The top 2 are on wrong tires. The game has forced them to go on that. So is Tommy Karate, so is Hissy, and so is a few others. The game has forced them to go on the wrong tires.
What do we do with that? We can't exactly disqualify them, because that's the game's fault.
Yeah, because the game has put them on the wrong tires. I don't know. Does this need to cause another restart? I'm not sure.
This could change the outcome of the race.
This could really change the outcome. This is a very controversial one. And we still got a little over an hour till Tier 2. And we are the only league having game problems. That is right. Yeah, that is true. ABS had them. So, yeah. Yeah, but Baku, I just want to kind of go over Baku. Baku is a race of attrition. And the thing is, if the game had put them on those tires, I think we'd let it slide at that point. Because the game literally put them on those tires. The game has been messing up, as you can see already from this. So, yeah. And I'm not going to answer that, Callum. I'm not going to. But, yeah.
I don't know. My dad's ringing me.
We're going to have to figure out what's going to go on with the tires, everything else after the race. But 54 viewers. My goodness. Anyway, everything does look like a mess so far, but we're going to try to figure out what's going to go on. And I apologize for that because this game is kind of messed us up a little bit. People are also running default setup because they were trying to change the strat. If everyone's in the wrong tires, but it wasn't their fault. I'm just reading some of the chat comments and everything else. But anyways, will the lights decide to go off yet? They will. There are going to be 5 red lights upon us here in Azerbaijan. What's going to happen in a controversial race? We've gone away, and we are green. They're wrecking at the back, though. There's big damage at the back. There's a Ferrari been spun around. There's people not even in the session, and that's brought out of VSC. That's Hissy at the back. That's Squid at the back. They've crashed off the line.
Okay, how has that happened?
And because of that, there's been glitches already with Dominant Square's car leading, even though that's not true. But it is JB88, though, leading the race over Dark Raptor, just Dylan with that. With all that mess that we've seen go on off the start. Yeah. A very controversial one, though, to start off the Grand Prix. The VSC has ended, and currently the game shows lap 2, but that's clearly not true. Just Dylan Boy trying to get on Dark Raptor, and Dark Raptor trying to go around the outside of just JB88. He's going to try to go into the castle section, but JB88 is going to back off Dark Raptor before the castle section is going to go through.
Oh, Haas Boomer has hit the wall in the castle, and he's gone off. It's half his front wing gone. First victim.
Wow. He's down in 17th with that being said now, but Dark Raptor leading over just Dylan Boy and Bennett behind. That is for the podium positions currently.
And Hasbro is retired.
Yeah. Now, people were asking because of the issues and because of the start as well for a possible second restart. We're trying to figure out if that's going to happen or not because of what's going on. But there is another virtual safety car with what's going on.
That's the 2 VSCs I was predicting. And we just needed 2 safety cars, which by the way this race is going so far, there probably could be more.
Paulo, make sure you look at admin votes as well because of what's going on. Anyways,
yeah.
and this is definitely the VSC glitch as well, where there's been many VSCs so far, and it's just going to probably bring up virtual safety cars. Drive-through under VSC for Tommy Karate so far. And yeah, a restart is needed if it happens next lap because this happened ABS as well, they mentioned. And yeah, I've already seen restarts. I've already seen the amount of stuff that's gone on in with the voting, and yeah, we are definitely gonna, with all the stuff that's going on, we are gonna need another restart. I apologize for how long it has took, but yes, we are going to have to restart again, and I apologize for the mess, of course, that's going on, but this mess has kind of just created yeah, a lot. Restart again because of the mess.
Oh boy, if this happens in tier 2 as well, this is gonna be a long night.
Well, yeah, we'll be figuring out what will be going on with this being said. And yeah, I'm trying to figure out things by moment. I would say, yeah, we could let F1 driver host. I agree. Agree about that. F1 driver's gonna have to host the lobby as well. With that being said, I know, and this has been this has been glitched. Do one-shot quality. Quality's already been done, Squid. But no, with this game being glitched, with the game having issues, we're having to restart again for the second time, which is a bit kind of controversial and a bit kind of questionable. So yeah. Now, I'm gonna 25. Alright, so with that being said, Tier 2 might have to get delayed a little while. Tier 2 will probably be getting delayed with the way things look as of right now. Tier 2, you guys will... And, I mean... We've had the issues we've had, but we've had the same issues with the game. If you remember, Paulo, back to Tier 3 Austria, with Xbox Live, we had the issues, and we had to postpone that. And that became such a mess.
Hopefully that doesn't happen for Baku. Then we have to postpone the race, or maybe even cancel it, I don't know. That probably won't happen. Hopefully this will be the last restart. But I don't know what we're gonna do if we have to restart again.
Alright, there we go. F1 driver sent an invite to the ARL Streams account, so that should work out right there. I just spoke with the admins about the race distance. We don't want to cause more controversy by changing the race distance. It's already been a mess enough. Yeah, no. Okay, so F1 driver will have to figure out the distance here of the Grand Prix and everything. Well, not distance, but the lobby settings, I should say, of the Grand Prix with that. Yeah, please just don't break this time. The thing is, I just spoke with the admins. There is no more restarts after this, but it could, if there is more problems, this could cause a cancellation or a postponement of the Grand Prix. And I don't think we want to see that, but of course, we've already seen enough problems. Yeah, so Tier 2 will probably be delayed at about 15 minutes, if that's the case. At least 15, 10 minutes, something like that. So that's what things look like so far. I'm going to be figuring out what's going to go on here with everything else because all the issues that's going on. Yeah, so F1 driver is hosting. He's got the lobby settings right. Let me start to invite people now. And once again, I do apologize for the mess that we've had so far. This is not mainly our faults. We couldn't really do much to fix this. We had the lobby break at the first start we had as well, many stuff. And this is the first time we've really had the lobby break this badly, I think. In Paulo, you've been here since the first ever race. I don't think we ever had this break this badly. We had to restart once in Britain. We had to restart twice in Hungary that weekend. But that was because of lobby breaking. That was because of all the issues that had happened. And I was heading into the lobby and that stuff. But this is probably, I think, the worst we've had it since the Xbox Live issue in Austria.
Yeah, it's annoying to see. The servers have been absolutely abysmal today, and some people, I guess, the internet of some people are probably down to Square having pretty poor internet compared to the others. Hopefully, with F1 driver hosting, things will be sorted. But you know, hopefully we don't have to postpone. Hopefully, this will be the final restart.
Yeah. I mean, if we do, we have to restart again, and it will involve a postponement or a cancellation. We'll find out on that one coming up, if that's the case. Alright, I think I've... Wow, it wouldn't let me send the invite. What's the problem with this? Let me try it again. I'm already having problems inviting people. This is annoying. Annoying. Florian Foley, I got him. CJ, I'm gonna get him. Spoomer, Hissy, Hooded Monster, Cart. Yeah, the game's on invite only for a reason, but I'm supposed to. And that last lobby was on invite only as well, though. So, anyways, who are the rest of the people? Patcher VC. I'm gonna try 12 at one, and then get the rest. So. Squid Jr., Tommy Karate, Thrasher, Bennett, Communist. That should be good, I hope. I don't think we could postpone it that quickly, CJ. After Tier 2, that would probably be a bit much, because that'd be during GSR Tier 1 as well, which I think people would want to watch, and I don't want to really clash with GSR too much with that, so I think with the way we set it up in Austria the one time, we did fine. One more. Up. Um. 19 people here. Oh yeah, because we gotta go spectator. That's right. F1 driver has to go spectator once he's done with the host setting. I don't want F1 driver racing a tier 3 race. Can't do smurfing right there. But yeah. Was the racing really that bad in the first corner? I mean, we already had a wreck in the front straight, and the start finish straight, and we already had the wreck. We already had the issues as well with the tire choice, which shouldn't have been a problem in the first place by the game, but Codemaster's really being a pain right here, and gotta enjoy it. I don't know if you saw Tax's clip, Paulo, before.
Oh yeah, I remember you mentioned it. It was about taking control of another car.
Yeah, taking control of the car and then a DNF him. Tax, ever since he's changed his gamer tag from AMS Tax to SV Tax, he's had like some damn curse on him. That's what it seemed like. So I feel bad, of course, but still, that's just the way it has been. I'm gonna ask F1 driver, is the grid set up? And then we'll figure out. F1 driver Smurf should get banned. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
ban him, ban him.
Yeah.
Riot.
Ban him. Yeah, riot. Yeah.
ARL, dead league, bad owner, bad admins, bad stewards, riot.
Yes. I've been pinged in main chat. Yeah, someone brought up F1 2019 still has this problem, but not as bad. Yeah, and this game just has had problems with it, so there's no other way to put it. Okay, I did not mean to. Oh, never mind. Are we all good to go then? Okay, just figuring out if we're all ready to go. Tier 2, their current time right now looks to be around the 2:15 Eastern, 2:20 UK time. I know, but we all. So yeah, 2:20 Eastern, 7:20 UK time. That looks to be possible for the tier 2 time. Paulo, you're gonna be commentating right after this, so you've already been a part of a mess. So yeah.
Yay. And then we'll be in for another
Oh.
mess. Let's go.
Tier 1, yeah.
Yeah, and we also have GSR straight after. So, yeah, three hellholes I have to go through. Let's go.
Yeah, make sure
And
you
then-
also start on the correct tires as well. I was gonna ask the admins one question, but yeah, go ahead.
And then after GSR, if there's like collisions today, I have to stay. I'm probably gonna stay up till 4 in the morning, doing all these clips, and being tired as hell. from
And all
tier
these
one.
investigations.
Yeah. Let's go. It's gonna be an amazing night.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Thresher. I'm talking to the admins about that right now. Just seeing what they think if the race. Yeah, I was gonna say, do you really need to stream the race? Yeah. But should just postpone it if we have one more problem. Thing is, I'm just asking the admins if we have one more problem with the tire choice, the race would be either postpone or cancel. We find out about that, and yeah, this F1 driver put it right. This game is broken.
I mean, we realized it for the past 2 months. Let's be honest. The game's been out for 2 months, and it's the biggest mess I've ever seen.
This could also make tier 2 better, if that makes sense, to where it's at if this race does get postponed. I'm just putting out there that's the if situation if it doesn't go right this time. So just to keep you guys in mind of that, and just to keep you guys just intact of what's gonna happen. Anyways, Crucial Oyster, we're just waiting on him for ready up. I think things may be fixed now, not too sure. So let's find out. Anyways, hopefully the game does not start them on the wrong tires. I'm going to figure out this time, because if the game does start them on the wrong tires, there is a chance of a cancellation. There is a chance of a postponement.
Just waiting on Crucial Oyster on my screen. I think he's just not ready up.
Same
I
here.
think everyone's ready up.
Crucial, yep. And, yeah. Just waiting on him.
And waiting.
And we're still waiting.
Oh no, please. Please. For the love of God. Please load.
Alright, well, it's just loading now. Don't know if it's going to have anything go on. We're going to figure out. We're going to wait about a minute or two, but I'm trying to keep back between the admin chat, the Twitch chat, the main chat. I'm trying to keep the Discord for this league. I'll get you set up if you just DM myself, PNBO5, or F1X Driver X 2018 on Xbox. You just DM one of them or one of us. It will be sorted by then, and you should be able to figure it out. And yeah, please game. I agree. I know, I agree with that. These absolute servers. Yep, you're right. I agree. And this has been horrible.
This is
Lobby
the worst
broke again.
experience I've had in any league race ever.
Well, it says session starting again. We're gonna figure out. It's showing people are readying up. It should be figured out soon. So we're gonna be figuring this out. It should be perfectly fine now. Let's hope. Let's hope we can get the Azerbaijan Grand Prix started here. And let's hope this mess has been gone. Well, we'll have a bunch of tickets probably on how many times we restart and how much mess we've had, but we'll figure that out after. Anyways, we're going to be going 4-5 red lights soon, and now we are stuck at the grid again. Never mind, we're not. We're not stuck at the grid.
Oh my god, we're not.
Well, let's just hope
I think
that we're fine once the race
tires.
starts. And everyone...
Oh no!
Wait,
Hasboomer
no,
and
they're
Hooded
not.
Monster on
The game put Hasboomer on the hards, put a monster on the hards, and it's messed up again. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Again.
Oh my god.
This has been a problem. Again.
Oh, this game. I love it. I love it. I love it. Greatest game.
Oh my god. Well, there's a formation lab just so everything can get sorted and talked about, just so we can figure out if people are in the hards, just so the race doesn't start right away, if that makes sense. Because if people, you know, are getting on hards and we start the green flag and everything else, we start the lights out, you know, and that starts, then yeah. Anyways, what a mess we've had so far. I can't do nothing to change that. I could tell you right now, I wish it would change like that, but right now we have a big issue. Hasboomer on hards, Hooded Monster on hards, and yeah, you basically have a big issue with that. They've rather gone on the wrong tires, or the game has rather put them on the wrong tires. So they apparently selected softs, but they definitely tried taking advantage of the situation. I'm looking at what's been said, just trying to cope with it, and see what's going on. Alright, so we're going to be figuring out what's going to go on. For now, let's start with the Grand Prix. Let's figure out what's going on. We have another 2005 Indy situation, and, yeah. Rather they've chose the wrong tires, or rather the game has chose the wrong tires for them. I don't know. Anyways, let's figure out what's going to go on. 26 laps upon the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It's a race of attrition. It's a race of craziness. We're going to figure out what's going to go on with Hasboomer and Hooded Monster after the Grand Prix with that. So, let's figure this out, then. Let's see what's going to go on. The race should be starting here pretty soon. The lights will come on in just a moment. 5 red lights will come upon us here in Azerbaijan. After 3 attempts, we're about to get away. We've not revved it up yet. We're waiting to rev it up, and now we rev it up. And we are away for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Hasboomer had a horrible start on those hard-selected tires, but Dark Raptor's got ahead. He's being split 3 wide into turn 1. The Williams of Tommy Karate goes wide and makes contact with Squid, but for the race lead, it's Dark Raptor getting ahead of Bennett. Dark Raptor just sliding ahead for the first position. He's got ahead. There's contact at the back. Hasboomer keeping ahead of just Dylan Boy, who's on the softs. Hards and softs versus the first 3, and now the race lead, Dark Raptor, keeping that first spot ahead of JB88, and he's kept that position into turn 3. Now at the back, Hooded Monster getting passed by Patrick VC. He's got a problem or something because he's falling down, but behind that, there's Aaron Ocon, who's had an issue.
He has wing damage. No, he doesn't, but I think he had an issue.
Tommy Karate and Hasboomer couldn't get by, but I think Squid's ran in the back of him, and I think Squid's got himself some damage.
Squid, Yeah, he lost his end plate.
So with that being said, Aaron Ocon gets by Dominant Square as well at the back. Dominant Square, Crucial Oyster, one of them have had some problems. At the back, Crucial Oyster, Aaron Ocon, they were trying to go side by side in the castle section. Aaron Ocon has damage. They're going to be careful of that. And there's some cars at the back going very slow. I think Burning Man has a missing front wing almost. And he's having to try to limp it to the pit lane at this point. And Bennett just behind Dark Raptor. But they're still in that train in the front three. Dark Raptor, Bennett, and just Dylan Boy at those front three spots. Dark Raptor 7/10 lead right now. 6/10 the gap is between them. You also have Tommy Karate gaining on Haas Boomer. This is for the 4th position between them. Haas Boomer started on the wrong tires. We'll figure out the penalty of the race. It could probably rather be a 10-second or a disqualification. We'll find out. Anyways, Tommy Karate going on Haas Boomer. This is into turn 1, and you have for the race lead as well. Dark Raptor just staying out of Bennett. But now Tommy Karate is down the inside of Haas Boomer. He's going to get through, and he's so far ahead. But Haas Boomer trying to charge back around the outside. Can't get through. Hissy and Hooded Monster. Hissy gets ahead. Communists in the points position right now, but at the back, Thrasher, Aaron Ocon, Car, and Burning Man had all had to pit from the first lap incidents that have happened. And Dark Raptor currently has this lead. He's currently leading the Azerbaijan Grand Prix with the controversial one. Hissy gets VC being challenged by Hooded Monster right now. And what were you saying, Paulo?
Yeah, these guys need to be careful because one big mistake and that's the race over, especially the castle section here. He was actually quite close to the roll there with Dark Raptor. But yeah, although Dark Raptor might be leading, that could be different in the end of the race. Just one mistake could cost him this race.
The lead has 3 cars in a train here, but JB88, Bennett has almost got himself out of a second. Now he's kind of regained that gap into this corner, and Dark Raptor kind of taking a longer line. And remember back to those tier 2 days where Dark Raptor was getting all those 4th place finishes, but not a podium. Throwback gamer tag, well, he's got himself a chance here at taking the race lead and keeping that race lead, in fact. But Bennett using the overtake button. 5/10 the gap is now. He's gaining on Dark Raptor for the race lead. Lap 3, GS will be enabled pretty soon, but here comes Bennett into turn 1. Will it be enough for an overtake? He's got the fastest lap, but down the inside cannot get enough, and he's just not close enough.
Though DRS being enabled, is he going to try? I know you have to be really careful at back, but is he going to try and go for the move? I think DRS has been enabled for him. There, is he going to try and go for the move? Heading into turn 3.
They're side by side. It's Bennett going to be ahead of Raptor, but just Dylan Boy, he's charging as well on him. And Raptor is going to stay ahead of Dylan Boy as well.
This could be a great 3-race scrap for the lead if these guys keep it clean, keep it respectful. These 3 are really, really quick drivers. Probably one of the I wouldn't say quickest drivers in tier 3. As Raptor makes a little mistake, goes a bit deep. It's going to allow Bennett to get ahead a little bit.
Yeah. And now that gap between them is 1.3 seconds. That's not going to be crucial for Raptor, considering where he's at in the championship. It's Squid Jr. and Haas Boomer. They're both going side by side in the castle section. They've made that work. But now Hissy's got on the back of Haas Boomer. And Haas Boomer has some damage, it looks like. And he's going a bit wide. Yes, he does have damage. And at the back, I think there's someone at the castle section. That CJ Pants has spun around at the exit of the castle section right there. He's got passed there by Dominant Square from that. Dominant Square in his first race of the season as well. And Raptor has not got himself close enough for any DRS whatsoever, and he's wasted a lot of the ERS as well. So is the top 3. So Raptor trying to use that ERS is just not enough, but here comes Dylan. Dylan, that 4/10 gap between him and Raptor. He's got the DRS enabled into turn 1 this time. Will he be close enough for an overtake? He's got the momentum to do so. He's going to go down the inside of Raptor. They're wheel to wheel at turn 1. They make a slight bit of contact. They make contact again, and they touch. And that time, it was Raptor getting the advantage over Dylan.
And this is going to allow Bennett to pull a lot more now, even with Raptor maybe just about being DRS. I need to change the... Yeah, the gap is 1.1 seconds. That's going to really help Bennett. And Raptor has to pull to that 1 second if he wants any hope of keeping up with Bennett, as he now is in that 1 second gap.
there's been a gap gained. Square, or no, positions gained. Square gained 8 positions at the start. Communist with 7. Communist running in a points position, trying to score his first points in ARL so far. He's yet to do so. And you also have Crucial Racer and both Mercedes, actually, with CJ Pants, who pitted on that lap for the damage that they had. The gap for the race lead right now, Bennett kind of making a slight mistake, which is caught Raptor back up to a 7/10 gap between the race, between the race lead. Hissy as well and Squid. This is in Sector 2, and Hissy cannot get close enough, but he's got a ton of ERS to play with. Hissy has got a really good advantage with this right now, so he could be in a very good position right now or a very bad position with those. Communist has actually left the session right now. Communist lagging out. You have to reinvite him, Paulo. But again, the gap between the race lead, 1.1, not enough for DRS that time, but Dylan is going to have the advantage. It looks like by the end of Sector 2, Raptor starts to lose time. He gained that gap, and now we lost a good 5/6 tenths. But here comes Dylan on Raptor. Now Raptor coming into the pits, and that was very close between the two. Raptor could have easily broke Dylan's front wing with that. And here comes Hissy, trailing by Squid as well. Hissy's got the position over Squid, and he's got 5th place, or actually 4th place now with Raptor pitting. Raptor is pitting for those the hard compound tires and changing some front wings, so that might have been probably why he was using a bit of time. And yeah, Tommy with the better tire life in his wheel.
Yeah, also interesting that he's going on the hards this early. I did a career mode race at Baku, and I did try this from lap 4. A safety car came out, and I pit on lap 4. I got a puncture on the last lap. So, and that was with a safety car as well. Oh. So,
I mean, it's true.
It's going to be interesting to see if Raptor can make it to the end on these cars. It's possible, but there is a high chance of a puncture with the way things are with punctures in this game.
Side by side at the castle section, Squid and Hissy. Squid's gonna get ahead, but how they managed to keep it side by side just before the castle section was very close to a collision between the two. And now between the race lead, now that Raptor and Dylan into the wall with damage. But now that Raptor's got himself not in, well, now that he's pitted, Dylan has a chance to get himself in a gap where he can catch Bennett. But now with the damage that he's picked up, he's definitely not gonna have a good chance of getting in DRS and be able to pass Bennett for the lead. You see how much damage he's picked up now on that right side of his wing. That's not crucial at all, and I think one of these two might be pitting this time. Bennett will be coming in, and Dylan gonna come in as well. That's probably smart with Dylan because of the damage he's picked up.
Tommy Karate follows them as well. I think Tommy Karate might jump Dylan in the pits with that wing damage.
Yeah, I'm going to say it for the second time. Make sure you invite Communist back to the session.
Yeah, I did that.
Anyways, you did that? All right, try it again. Bennett going for the hards. Just Dylan Boy going for the hards. And Tommy Karate going for the hards. Could Tommy Karate be on for a podium? Where does Raptor come out compared to the front two? Raptor, remember, Dylan had damage. Will Raptor come ahead of Dylan? They're side by side out of the pit lane. Raptor's got ahead, but Tommy Karate's going to split them, in fact. Tommy Karate ahead of Raptor, ahead of Dylan Boy. And that is surely going to change very, very big in this race. Front two on softs and mediums. They stand on the correct tire. Hooded Monster, though, was on those hards. Rather, that could have been by the game or that could have been by him. But Haas Boomer and Hooded Monster started on the incorrect tires. So maybe expect a penalty after this race if that is the case. We'll figure it out. Anyways, you've seen the chaos. You've seen all the drama so far in this Grand Prix. If not, probably one of the most chaotic weekends we'll have in ARL. This just kicking off, and Tier 2 having to be slightly postponed because of it. But so far, lap 6 out of 26. You have Raptor charging on the back of Communist, who's not even in the session, but Communist has been invited back, and will have to get back in the session.
Yeah, it's the second time I've invited him. He hasn't joined back.
And yeah, I've already seen a ticket submitted in the kind of things reported so far of the tire choice that people have chose here with people such as Hooded Monster and Haas Boomer. That may cost him in the long run. If that's the case, that may cost him for any penalties after this race, because where Hooded Monster is running, that could cost him some penalties and penalty points. With that being said,
pits.
DRS this time. Hooded Monster pits, though. Here comes just Dylan Boy on Raptor into turn 1. Is it enough? Dylan gonna go down the inside of Raptor at turn 1. They're going wheel to wheel at turn 1. This is gonna be tight. They make a bit of contact, and out of turn 1, they touch just a little bit, but it's Raptor ahead for now. The DRS on to turn 3, though. Could get interesting.
Yeah, is he gonna go for the move? It's very risky going for a move into the corner, but if he gets him on the straight, which I think he will, he's gonna have to go side by side into the corner. He goes on the curb.
Ooh.
He leaves the space of Raptor. He gets ahead.
Cuts right in front, Dylan did. He was lucky enough not to have Raptor getting from damage, but with the fact how much Raptor and Dylan have fell behind, it's about a 6-second gap between Bennett and Dylan boys. So now, with this being said, Tommy Karate could possibly be challenging for a win here in his first start of the season.
As long as he keeps it calm and maybe if Bennett bowls it, he's 2 seconds behind Bennett, and I don't think he's not losing a lot of time. He's closing quite a bit. This could be a spicy battle if both drivers keep it clean. They both put on the same laps of their entire wear, so it's gonna depend on who's more eager to take this win. Obviously, Squid and Hissy at the pit. 9-second gap, they're obviously gonna go out ahead. But yeah, Tommy Karate still gaining and gaining and gaining. He's had decent pace these last couple of laps. Let's see if he can show up for the rest of the race. They'll have a spicy battle.
Haasboomer and Square as well. This is for the 8th position. Haasboomer's already pitted. Dominant Square has so far stayed out and yet to pit. You can see Haasboomer with the DRS overtake button enabled, but it's just not enough into turn 1. But he's going to dive down the inside very late. Haasboomer ahead of Square right there.
What a move. Didn't think he was going to pull that off without hitting the wall. But that was a great move. Dominant Square did kind of let him go. It looked like he just backed off a lot.
Didn't want to cause a crash.
Yeah, and that was smart Square. He just wanted to take it easy and just drive his own race.
Hissy and Squid again into the castle section. They're wheel to wheel this time. Hissy's ahead into the castle section, and all that is doing, trying to go side by side, wheel to wheel in the castle section. All that's doing is costing them time for where they're going to come out. Where they're going to come out is around that 7th, 8th position, but all they're doing to themselves is costing themselves time. You see, Bennett's gained a second on him, and now Tommy Karate has closed himself a gap here. He's got himself in a second of Bennett. This is for the net race lead right now. This should get good, and this is going to be interesting between these two. And the McLaren and the Williams, and there's yellow flag. That is a Mercedes. That is Cart.
Yes, it is Cart. Now heading on to the back straight. This is going to be where things are spicy now for Tommy Karate and Bennett. Is he going to try and go for the move? Obviously DRS. Is he going to go into overtake, or is he going to keep in his slipstream? It looks like he's going to just stay behind and maybe go for a move next lap.
Could be the case. And yeah, maybe Haasboomer learned a little lesson from Patriot right there with, you know, maybe the overtaking, because Patriot could have won last week in China, as we all know, and Patriot, the brother of Haasboomer, maybe learning a few things from Patriot. That could be the case. Anyways, the net race lead right now, just less than a second, half a tenth, or half a second separating them at this point, between Bennett and Tommy Karate. Just Dylan Boyd trying to challenge and try to catch up, but he's just closing that gap slowly, losing time, going back and forth. He's got to get himself maybe a safety car if he wants to have a chance at this. Dylan Boyd, this is.
Yeah. Obviously the damage isn't ideal, but I mean, he still has a chance. If he has the pace that Tommy Karate has on Bennett right now, and if they end up battling, Dylan could end up catching up to these guys. You never know.
Well, Dylan also has to be very careful, considering the fact that he almost, well, I think he just nicked the castle section wall. He just skimmed it just a little bit. But with that being said, he didn't pick up any damage, and I think he was lucky enough not to. But he's just got to be very careful with how he is at this track, because it's so easy to hit the walls. It's so easy to go in the barrier. And you see the ERS difference between Tommy Karate and Bennett right now. It's really very tight between them with ERS. It's very, very close with the 10% difference. Now Tommy Karate has got himself some DRS. With the gap staying the same on the front straight, a move is not going to be made into turn 1. Squid does pit from the 3rd position. Well, from the race lead it was, but now down to the 3rd position, 4th now, and on the hards, changing some front wing as well. Might have collided with Hissy right there with that, or got some damage on his own. So
yeah, Tommy Karate, is he gonna go and try and go for the move? No, he's a bit too far back. He kind of breaks late. He's definitely gonna try and take it easy. I think this is smart of him. He's gonna try and either force Bennett into a mistake or try and go for the move on the back straight at the end of this lap.
you know, it's something he might choose to do. You never know. I mean, he might try to wait it out, and I don't know. He might try to conserve his tires behind him, if that makes sense. And the gap between them with ERS is 30% difference. Tommy Karate on the better side of things. So with that being said, locking up right there. You can't lock up under the castle section and do what Leclerc did in 2019 in real life. You see how he made a mistake right there? Well, yeah, another mistake actually for Tommy Karate right there.
Little boy's penalty.
That's on the exit of that turn. And yellow flag at the
back.
back.
Yellow flag.
That is some... That's Haas Boomer, I think, up the castle section. He's picked up damage. And because of that, he's going to be passed by Squid pretty soon. Yep, you could tell Haas Boomer really struggling. And going to be passed by Squid very soon. Squid has to be careful. He has to let off. And I think Haas Boomer might be letting him go this time. But now into that corner, they were close. And now for the race lead, Tommy Karate has gained on Bennett. Now the gap is closed down. This is the closest it's been yet. Now the DRS being enabled pretty soon. Slipstream for Tommy Karate. Now into turn 1. Overtake button engage as well. He's going to go to the outside this time on Bennett for the race lead. They're wheel to wheel into turn 1. It is going to be Bennett ahead, but Tommy Karate switching back. It's not enough just yet. Four tenths. The gap is... You know, how is Tommy Karate going to be able to approach Bennett? You know, this is a race of attrition, like we mentioned earlier. Whenever we were under the problems early, and you see Crucial Oyster getting by Florian Foley as well, Haas Boomer pitting. But this is a race of attrition. This is a race of chaos. This is a race for people to take any chance they have at any good finish. People could possibly do that. And locking up, you see him missing the corner, Tommy Karate. That's going to be crucial. And he almost goes in the wall. He's going to lose DRS on Bennett. And now he's lost almost 2 seconds to the race lead.
Yeah, I don't think he got damage from that, but so that's very disappointing. Now Bennett's going to start pulling away now. Tommy Karate's now lost all that momentum that he once had.
I'm interested to see how much is Tommy Karate going to be pushing to get back up there where there's the overtake button. The overtake difference, again, is about 35 to 40% difference, and they've got to be careful of the walls right there because the walls of the Baku City Circuit could be very interesting for people with how they manage getting damage. Anyways, there was the McLaren. That's communist, or that was someone at the back. It might have been Communist AI. He's yet to return to the session. I don't know if he's yet to take control or he's got into the session yet, but I know you have invited him, so at least he's been invited back.
Yeah. One of the warnings there. Bennett has 2 warnings, and Tommy Karate has absolutely nothing. So, if Tommy Karate forces Bennett into a mistake and ends up like cutting a corner and getting a penalty, that could be race defining.
Surely could. And things could change in a split second. I saw you go back to you go far back actually. You go GSR a season ago. Kyle SO2, Square is damaged by the way. Kyle SO2 bended up the castle section in his first start up the castle section when it was raining, and got himself some damage and got himself into trouble. There's someone off that's a Haas. That was Patcher VC, or no, that was Thrasher. I think he's almost a lap down. No, he is actually a lap down now. But Kyle SO2, who bended it in the rainy conditions in Baku and GSR, had a lot to because he kept going into the wall a few times, and then finally DNF'd out of the race because of it. It's a race of attrition. It's a race of managing what you got. People could easily go in the castle section and into the wall.
Oh, and Tommy Crowley's been into Cobra Corner.
Oh my god. I was just gonna mention that as well. Tommy Karate has damage, and that's crucial for the lead because he's now lost a second to Bennett, and it is a race of attrition. Like I mentioned, he now has damage, and now you might be going to the pit lane now to repair that damage.
Oh my god, I just called it Cobra Corner.
Yeah, he did win that race with P17. Yeah, that is true. Cobra Corner. Yeah, no. In GSR, he locked up the brakes, which Tommy Karate is using ABS off, so he could possibly do that. And gone into the wall there at Cobra Corner. We'll call it Cobra Corner for this weekend. So yeah, he gone into the wall there. And now that what this has done, this has put Dylan Boy back into second, Raptor back into third. This will all put Patrick VC possibly in a sixth position here, so this should be good for these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've seen people come from the back of the grid and win races. We can put up a fight as that Crucial Oyster. 16th to 8th so far. Could he possibly be on the podium? We'll have to find out. This is his, if I'm correct, first start of the season after missing the first two races. We'll probably be doing an activity check as well as admins after this race to figure out who's going to stay in their of any missed races. So, that gap for the race lead kind of closing down just a little bit, but you're going to see that gap is going to form back up and kind of increase for JB, if that makes sense. It will change very rapidly as you see. And oh, that's Dylan into the wall. He hopped over the curb and gone into the barrier. That's the second time he's touched the wall, but this time he's had to pay for it. And now he's gone into the wall. And Cobra Corner, again, has striked.
Cobra Corner. Deadly corner, especially if you go over the curb. Chance of hitting the wall and getting wing damage, and Dylan Boy just proved that, and he's paid for it.
I think that's the second time he's picked up damage, if I'm correct. And yeah, should be very interesting. How does he recover? How does he try to recover from this? There's a yellow flag. That's actually Thrasher out of the session. Has he collided with anyone at all? There's a VSC from this. That's the first VSC of this race. That's the first retirement of this race.
That might help Dylan Boy because he's putting onto mediums, and also with that repairing that front wing.
Raptor putting on mediums as well.
He's still gonna come out in fourth.
Fifth.
Oh, fifth. Not fourth.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because Tommy Karate. Yeah.
Well, you were close enough, so we'll go with it.
I mean, he does have that 3-second penalty as well, so you could say he's fifth anyway.
Dominant. Well, yeah. Pit strategy is open for any medium runners for that one-stop strategy. Dominant Square pitting on those hards to the mediums at this point. Has yet to pick up damage. Well, never mind. He's already picked up wing damage, and he's already repairing his wing, excuse me. So let's just say I did an oopsie right there. Anyway, just Dylan Boy, 8/10s to Tommy Karate then, who had to repair his wing as well. So they're going to be in the medium tires. They're going to be in the better tires, but how will they be able to get to the end on these compounds? That should be interesting to find out. Now, if you guys do remember, Dylan Boy was on the podcast earlier this week. Well, earlier yesterday, I apologize. And the question asked to him by Thrasher was, who will be the first person to DNF from the race? And Dylan Boy was going to say Thrasher, but decided not to. And ended up Thrasher asking the question. Thrasher ended up DNFing with that. So, not so good with that for Thrasher. Irony. But only one retirement out of the race so far. Not bad.
Yeah, I was expecting about 5 DNFs at this point, but one DNF that's actually not been too bad. And there hasn't really been much dirty racing either. There's actually been really decent racing in the castle section.
You speak of that.
As I say that, I think it's Burning Man, been the corner before the castle section. Not even at the castle section, just before the castle section. And he's been it again.
So, you're gonna need to take over. I'm gonna need to be right back quickly.
Alright. So yeah, oh, Burning Man's getting constant penalties now. Bennett has, because of Dylan Boy's damage and Dark Raptor pitting as well, I think he also damaged. He now has an 10-second gap to Hissy. Although Hissy's on fresher hards, that's looks like it's gonna be a dominant win for Bennett. Bennett, as I say that, gets a penalty. Although that might affect things in the long run if Hissy starts gaining, but still, not really much I can say on that. Further back, has Kami's come back? No, he hasn't. I've invited him about 5 times and he still hasn't come back. Aaron Ocon, down in 12th. Oh, Dominant Square! He's binned it. He's been passed by JC Carr. He's down now to 15. He's actually been let through by Carr. I think Carr overtook him on the yellow flags. He had to let him through there. Burning Man's in the pits. He's coming out of the pits, sorry. I think he's about to get lapped by... yeah, he has been lapped by Bennett. And he's potentially probably going to get lapped by... his potential battle for 4th. Tommy Karate, just Dylan Boy. In turn 1, Tommy Karate stays ahead, but the gap is 3/10. It's on ERS there. Tommy Karate does have the advantage, but the gap is closing and closing and closing. He probably wants to go for the move next when we're on the back straight this lap, but it could force Tommy Karate into a mistake. You never know.
I apologize for my break I had. I have had stomach problems all morning. I apologize, but I am now back, and we can enjoy the racing again. Anyways, Dominant Square and JSC Carr. Dominant Square might have had to repair his wing, and because of that, has fell down.
He binned it while you were gone.
Cart has now... What were you saying?
He binned it while you were gone.
So, with that being said, he's now been put behind Cart, and not many DNFs, not many things gone wrong for many people in this race. This has been a race of attrition, yes, but this has also been a race where things can happen, if that makes sense. The unexpected. Expect the unexpected. And yeah, Pluto made a good point. Com's Wi-Fi went off. That's why he hasn't rejoined. That is a good point to say right there. Anyways, Squid and Hissy, this is for the 2nd position. DRS is enabled for Squid. This is into turn 1. Will Squid be able to make a late lunge? He's going to go down the inside, actually, on Hissy. They're going to go wheel to wheel at turn 1. Hissy going a bit wide, but Squid kind of losing a bit of traction. And Squid goes ahead for now. Good overtake by Squid.
Yeah, had to be committed, and he was committed for the corner, and he gets moved on. There's also a battle for 4th. Dylan and, well, net P4, because Dylan does have that penalty, but pretty much a battle for 4th between Dylan and Tommy Karate. Yellow flag.
Halfway, and we have a safety car for the first time.
Pants out.
And this is going to change everything. Who chooses what tires at this point in the race? Well, you see Hooded Monster going for the pits. What will he decide? And of course, with Haas Boomer, Hooded Monster sitting on the incorrect tires. If they have any penalty toward the end of this race, this could come to affect things. Haas Boomer does not decide to pit. But now Aaron Ocon does as well. Soft tires for Hooded Monster. Interesting to say. Will they go to the end?
I think Aaron will probably go into mediums.
Maybe softs, I'm going to assume. I can only assume.
Looks like he's going on to softs. I
told you.
I think they will make. I think they could make it, but they will probably die out.
It'll be a risk. It'll be a big risk. That's all I'll say. Well, we have our first safety car of the Grand Prix, CJ Pants. I think this is now his 15th retirement in ARL, 15th DNF that he's had. So not so good for him. There's a late safety call, a mid-race safety call, we'll call it. Just like last week, what does JB88 decide to choose? Does he decide to go in? He does decide to go into the pits.
I think there's really not really much of him to lose. I think he'll be around, probably around 5th, maybe even 4th. Considering... Oh, he's gone to mediums.
Interesting. That might be
He's playing
better
it
though. They
safe.
might last a lot longer.
Tommy
Who
Crowley's
knows?
pitting. Everyone's pitting. I wonder if
Casey's going
Raptor's
for
gonna follow.
softs.
Is Raptor gonna follow? Or is he gonna stay out? No, he pits as
Raptor does
well.
pit.
He's on
Yeah,
soft.
so that's good.
Squid's on.
VC stays. Never mind. Never mind.
He's on softs.
Interesting.
Tommy Crowley's on softs. Dylan Boy's on softs. So most people on softs. Interesting.
It's kind of a mix of things if you think about it, but let's see what VC goes for. I think he's going for the softs. He is.
Yeah, Raptor had to repair his front wing. Must have wing damage.
That's good reason to pit.
He's going on to mediums. No, I was just shocked at the fact that he had wing damage. Didn't realize he did. Florian Foley, what's he gonna do? It looks like he's gonna go on the softs. Haas Boomer is actually gonna pit this time. He went past it once, he didn't pit. This time he is pitting, he's probably gonna pit for the softs. He is. Square actually stays out. Cart stays out. Communist, oh yeah, his AI stays out.
Yeah,
So-
you might need to rate him back again because of I think he's got his Wi-Fi back from what I'm hearing.
Alright.
Anyways, I'm gonna have to be right back again. Take over. For
Yeah,
me.
yeah, hang on, I'll be 2 secs as well. I need to go somewhere as well. Actually, do you know what, I'll just screw it, I'll stay. Oh, Communist is back. Oh, Aaron Ocon's left the session. Oh boy, I need to get my boy back. Where's my boy? My boy. It's gonna be interesting what these guys are gonna do on these first tires. Hissy is on those softs, and the other two are on mediums. The front two, it's gonna depend. Bennett needs to pull away because the softs are quite quick. They're 1.3 seconds quicker than the mediums. As Aaron Ocon, I think Aaron Ocon pitted from with his AI. He put on the mediums! Full mediums! I think that was his AI doing that. I don't know. I don't know what's happening with him. Cart pits for softs. Cart actually gets a 5-second. Tommy Karate gets a 5-second for hitting Dylan Boy. Oh boy, that's gonna cause some controversy. Well, I'm gonna be right back. I need it. I just need to wait until Tammy comes back, then I'll have to go for like a few seconds. So he knows that I'm gone. Hopefully safety car doesn't come in this lap, because I really want to use the bathroom. Doesn't look like it is. But I think Aaron Ocon's AI put him on. Oh, and he actually bins it under the safety car. Wow. Well done, Aaron. 10 out of 10 performance for me. Yeah, the likes of Patrick VC, Distant Boy. I would say Tommy Cruddy, but now that he has 5 seconds, that's not really going to play a factor. He could get it removed, but because he doesn't have to pit, but I don't know. Hissy could have if he's aggressive, he could have a chance of being up there. Cart pits again. Oh, he had to fix his front line. Aaron did not pit on his old mediums. Oh!
Well, I'm back. I have
okay.
no clue what's been going on. So, yeah.
So, Tommy Karate has a 5-second for hitting Dylan Boy. Hasboomer just got a 5-second for hitting Florian, and also his wing damage. Aaron Ocon's pitted onto 11 lap old mediums. Oh my god.
Okay,
I
then.
don't think, I'm not sure if that was his fault, because he did end up leaving the session. Same with
Yeah,
Hasboomer,
he said his
gone
AI
back in.
pitted from the chat.
Yeah, I got Hasboomer and Aaron back in, but yeah, I need to quickly go as well. I was waiting until you came back because I didn't want to silent. Oh, safety cars in this lap. Scrap that.
Yes.
Scrap that. Scrap whatever I was gonna do.
Yep.
I'll wait
Anyways,
until the end of the race.
lap 20 out of 26. This is. It'll be a 6 to go restart here in Azerbaijan. We'll have to find out what goes on. Semi-chaotic race so far. Yeah. Okay then. But anyways, a semi-chaotic race so far, you could say. A race of attrition. This has been.
Ooh, what?
Passing at the back. But JBD is on the gas now. And he's got going with the overtake button engaged. 4/10 is that gap between first and second now. That's Bennett and Squid Jr. 1-2 between them. And at the back as well, I think that's just Dylan Boy going to be pitting this lap. And they might get illegal overtakes from that because of how this game can be. Now Hissy going wide at the exit of turn one. He's got passed by Tommy Karate, who is on those softs.
There's contact at the back. I think Communist at the back of Aaron Ocon. As Crucial Oyster, battling Dark Raptor.
That was a car flying at the back. That's Florian Foley, who's gone in the air. Got lifted up in the air at the back because of contact. But Hissy has gone through them being side by side with Patrick VC. Crucial Oyster through on Raptor. Raptor might have had some damage, and Raptor might have some issues at the safety car restart because he's fell so far down now. And from all this, Crucial Oyster from 8th to 16th on the grid to 6th right now so far has been good for him.
It says to me that there's a yellow flag for the entire track.
Yep, yeah, I've got the same thing.
Probably a glitch.
Yep, it is. I've seen it before, but anyway, 6 to go. Coming to 5 to go this time, and yeah, VSC has been out for something. We've got the VSC glitch.
Oh, Aaron Ocon's in the wall. He binned it at the castle
Aaron
section.
Ocon at the castle section, that is.
And Dark Raptor's got a penalty for hitting Crucial Oyster. I don't know where, but...
Has he picked up damage?
I'm not sure.
He has?
He has!
Wow. Now this is just tables have turned, and this has got chaotic. Anyways, back to the green flag. Patrick VC's got by Hissy right there, but he's going to have to let him by. He passed before the VSC, and now Crucial Oyster, he might get by him as well.
They're side by side. Florian Foley's retired, but Dark Raptor's hit the wall. While trying to battle with these guys, and now he's being overtaken by Hooded Monster.
This is for third and second as well. Squid's caught up to Bennett. This is for the Racing Squid trying to look for his first win after the previous week, of his second podium. He's only had third place finishes so far, and Tommy Karate trying to get his second podium in ARL as well, while Bennett tries to go for his third, and same with Squid as well. Pouring fully out of the race now. We've had 3 retirements in the last 6 or so laps. This race has became chaotic so far at the end. A very calm race at the beginning. Now it's just become chaotic. Burning Man overtakes for a points position. That's a 9th, and Haas Boomer is actually out. VSC. And there's another VSC.
It's 2 VSCs. We need that last safety car so I can get my prediction right.
Burning Man and Square have got themselves up to points position. Square from 17th, the back of the grid. And 4 stops for Hooded Monster as well in this race. 5 stops for Card, 5 stops for Just Dylan Boy and Haas Boomer. The most pit stops recorded in a race. We could possibly get 6 at some point in this race. And Tier 2 is after this, so just make sure you tune into that one as well. After all the drama you've seen for this one. You think Tier 2 might have a bit, you might think Tier 2 might be crazy? Well, Tier 3 has been crazy enough. You might see a little bit more in Tier 2 in just a little while. 5/10 though separates that race lead, and now we've gone back to green, and there's a crash at turn 1 again. I think that's Hot Boomer's car. That's his AI car stuck there. Raptor at the back end of the points positions, but now this has put Patcher VC in his first start up to 6th. Crucial Oyster as well after preseason, his only start before, up to 5th. And now Tommy Karate is trying to challenge Squid Jr. for this race victory, and he's got the overtake button engaged, and Squid does as well. They're all trailing down the straight in the DRS train with 3 cars and 1 slipstream. There's a crash at the back, but now DRS is enabled on lap 23 to 26. Bennett keeping the race lead, but switching back. Squid at turn 1. He's trying to go down the inside, but cannot do so just yet. Burning Man's lost positions at the back. He's crashed as well. But now for the race lead, Squid trying to gain on Bennett, and Tommy Karate is there as well. They've got the slipstream, they've got the DRS, they've got the overtake button engaged, and here he comes to the outside. Can't get enough.
Yeah, Tommy Karate's just waiting until another VSC. Oh no, I'm guessing. Oh, I think I know what's happening. VSC glitch.
Yeah.
Again.
And I think this is all because of Burning Man's car. I think he crashed again, but now he's put himself in a points position. And Raptor as well crashed. I think VSCs are now coming out for the littlest things. Communist's car is not in the session, but it shows him down in 16th. There's been some sort of glitch there, but because of this has paused the racing. But I'm sure we won't see any VSCs in the last 2 laps if that's the case, so we might get some racing on here soon. Anyway, now what this has done is this has allowed Hissy and Crucial Oyster and the pack of cars that Crucial Oyster has brought on to catch up to this pack for the lead. What this has done, that's what this has done, because of their battling for the race lead. They may bring on a 4th or 5th car to this race lead pack of cars and this little DRS train they have, but now the DRS has been enabled again, and at the back that's just Dylan Boy as well, gonna try to gain a few positions, and Dominant Square just holding off Cart as well for 8th place. He could possibly score his best finish if people keep going out of the race and people keep having trouble. But now you see Squid's been passed by Tommy Karate. There's the DNF car tire on the track. This race has been filled with chaos. Squid Jr. trying to tail the slipstream, the DRS, the overtake button engaged. Now into turn 1. This is Squid to the outside of Bennett for the race lead. Tommy Karate behind that as well. Squid around the outside at turn 1. They're side by side. Squid's got the lead around the outside. And yellow flags as well. There's some yellow flags on the racetrack. I don't know what that's for, but Dominant Square has been passed by Cart. Hooded Monster pitting as well. And now, for this race lead, Bennett trying to gain it back. Cannot get enough. Communist out. Finally, it showed him out? Okay.
Yeah, it showed him in the wall, and then it's like, nah, I'm not going to show you a ton. But
I would recommend checking penalties for that top 6, Paulo, but now that gap is getting closer and closer. Oh, Bennett just binning it almost. But that gap is getting closer between Hissy and Tommy Karate. That gap is gaining. Will it gain to the final laps? And now Tommy Karate to the outside. Cannot get enough. Bennett's been forced to pick up a penalty there. That may be appealed after this race because of that. But now what this is doing is allowing Squid to pull away for this race lead. And another yellow flag.
Oh, okay.
Green flag again. They're just trolling us. And now another yellow flag. They're just trolling us again. And I'm not sure what's going on.
Yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow. Green.
Are we just trying to trick people? Flicker the lights, I guess? Anyways, penalties, Polo.
Squid has nothing, I believe, a warning.
Side by
Bennett
side,
has-
Tommy Karate almost paid for the price because he gone side by side right there at the S section. And the last few corners, he could have easily paid the price for that. And now what this has done, this has allowed Hissy to challenge for the podium with the help of DRS and Squid with the fastest lap.
Bennett has 6 seconds of penalties.
This is huge for the championship then. This is huge.
Tommy Crowley could be getting P2 in this race. He has 5 seconds, but I'd say he's probably going to get that appeal. He got that on the safety car.
Tommy Karate as well. This is for the second position. They're weaving. They're trying to get the slipstream now. Tommy Karate is into turn 3. It's just not enough this time.
Oh,
it is them staying ahead, but now Hissy's been binned to the wall. He's collided with the wall, and now Patrick VC's got ahead, and Square as well, challenging for that 7th position on 10-lap mediums for Cart as well. And a Demonster trying to challenge with Burning Man as well. Burning Man trying to pick up another point in ARL. But Bennett, is it going to be enough in these final 2 laps? The final 5 miles to catch Squid Jr. for the race victory. Oh boy. Well, a race that started out very calm, a race of attrition this has been. This may allow Crucial Oyster to take a podium. Remember, appeals will come into play this at the end of the race as well. This won't be something new in ARL. Hissy gets by Patrick VC after binning it, and Patrick VC goes into the barrier.
Wing damage, yeah.
He's got damage.
That could give a Square a chance of a P7.
Maybe even P6 based off penalties. Because keep in mind, I think Carr has some penalties as well. Carr does have an invalid lap time. And yeah, he has 2 5-second penalties.
Square has nothing. He has 2 warnings, but no penalties.
Yeah. Now to the final lap of the Grand Prix, a race of chaos at the ending. Bennett leading Tommy Karate for 2nd. This is between them for 4/10. And now Squid Jr. trying to look for his first victory in ARL so far. And you also have as well for that 9th, 10th position, Burning Man just holding on, but Hooded Monster coming back at it. He's got the overtake button engaged to the S section now. This is for 9th. And keep in mind, of all the posters penalties with Hooded Monster, Burning Man could possibly keep Cart trying to patch for VC as well. Yeah, keep in mind, Cart does have the penalties and the damage as well. Hooded Monsters got by Burning Man. This is side by side into turn 1. Burning Man trying around the outside. Cannot get the traction. Goes a bit wide. Hooded Monsters going to keep that spot. But keep in mind, Cart and Patch, they both could crash. This could give Square 6th as well. And keep in mind, Patch or VC has damage, but Cart as well switching back. They've made contact again. They're going into one another. They collided. And now this is allowing Square to catch back up as well. Tommy Karate with a penalty. And look at the 2 in front. They're making contact again. They're touching again. Cart and Patch. They go to the castle section barrier.
Hit the wall. And Tommy Karate with that penalty. That will put him, that could get Crucial Oyster a podium.
And Square's gaining on all these cars for position. We're going to focus on the race lead here in just a moment. Now, Squid Jr., a race of attrition, a race of chaos. The Azerbaijan City Street Circuit has involved the chaos at the end of the race to allow Squid Jr. to take his first victory in ARL. Now, Bennett comes to the line with Tommy Karate, a 5-second penalty as well, allowing Crucial Oyster to take his first podium. And now there's been contact. Square's going to try to go through on the last straight for his best finish. Here it comes for 6. Square gaining on the slipstream, gaining with overtake. DRS enabled. A fight to the finish line. Car side by side with him. Square's gonna take 6th at the line. He's gonna take 6th, his best finish in league racing at the line. And this has allowed Crucial Oyster to take a podium. Bennett might appeal the penalty, but Crucial Oyster in at 3rd, Hissy in 4th, but Tommy Karate might try to appeal that penalty. And this has allowed Square to take 6th after all the chaos at the end. And Burning Man is going to take a point as well at the very finish of this Grand Prix. Oh my goodness. What a race.
Well done, Square. Wow.
I'm looking at the chat. Everyone pleased with Square's finish. But my goodness, tell me about a race of attrition. Tell me about a race of chaos.
Bro, that was insane. That ending was insane.
We had a total, I think, of 7 or 8 DNFs, but still not too bad considering this race. And Squid with the victory. Oh my God, Squid as calm as ever can be.
I try. I really do try. I don't want to brag
mean,
in front of everyone's face.
Wait,
good to see you, good to see New York boy get on the top step of the podium. What were you saying, Paulo?
Wait, weren't you raced engineered by Jack, Squid?
What?
Were you race engineered by Jack?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I don't remember anything that happened in the last 10 laps. I just remember kind of.
Well, if you did,
I put everything
I
behind
the
me.
perfect replacement for me commentating.
Oh Lord.
11 finishers, 12, 13. Yeah, that's 17 F, so that's not too bad compared to what I expected. But Dark Raptor outside the top 10 takes the fastest lap point. So what a race that was. 16th to 2nd for Crucial Oyster. This has been a chaotic one at Azerbaijan. We'll get the podium finishers in here.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely. I'd say that one. So we had like 5 virtuals in like the last 10 laps. Holy crap.
Yeah, I know, right?
I have never seen so many virtual safety cars in the span of 2 laps, and I was still shaking because I was in second behind JB. But I knew JB had a penalty, so it was basically either get around him or stay behind him. I don't want to risk Tommy though. But you know, you do what you do.
Yeah, that's true. Trying to get the podium finishers in here, and we'll start with you. One of you should start tier 2. Yeah, I will be getting tier 2 to start, so just be patient, and tier 2 will be started in about a good 5 minutes with the lobby. Anyways,
Yeah, let's hope tier 2 wasn't as bad. That was good,
right? Yeah, that was. And good to see you take your first win after a second podium last week. You now take your first win in tier 3. There's been 3 different winners in 3 races. How do you feel to make that happen, and make sure you include your audio?
I'm pretty sure it's included. Let me double check with that one. Yeah, we're good. Oh, but it feels great. Absolutely great. 2 podiums, one last season, well, early last season, at probably my second best track, and going to my best track on the schedule, along with Vietnam getting killed and bulleted. It just feels great. It's absolute. It's hard to say words, basically, because you're so pumped up after it that you finally got it done. It's one of those occasions, but I'd like to just thank AlphaTauri for just word. Let's see if tier 3 the rest of the season will be a good one. That's all I gotta say for that one, but I love Baku. And that's probably one of the reasons why I was able to get there.
Well, a race of chaos. You took advantage late after the safety car restart. How happy were you with the safety car out, and how unhappy were you with those VSCs? Because you saw like 10 VSCs in the last
there were
laps,
like
so
8 of them. But the last safety car sure did help a little, but it kind of made things a little harder because it was right in the range of will softs make it, how good will mediums be. And the virtual safety cars were just a pain in the butt. Like, seriously. They couldn't keep it clean for another 6 laps, and I don't know. They kind of just fell off a cliff right there, but we were lucky to have Tommy have a 5-second and another penalty. And then it didn't look like the softs did as well as we thought. I think that was probably the biggest surprise out of that one. But it was just great. I loved racing JB in the end. I kind of feel bad for taking it away from him. He led almost like the whole race, but you do what you do to try to win everything you can. So we'll move on to the next week and try to get another dub there.
yeah. This is your first win, another first-time winner. This time in tier 3. How do you feel to do that? And especially after last week, a second podium for you. This is now a first win for you.
Yeah, that's a good feeling. That's a really good feeling. Knowing at Bahrain, I could have had at least 5th or 6th, lagged out with about 2 to go and couldn't rejoin. And China being like a redemption day. So Baku and China were definitely a lot better than I expected them to be. It's great. you do what you want to do, and this is what we live for sometimes. But you know, league racing, it gets high points, low points were definitely all the virtual safety, a bunch of BS right there. Um, but yeah, uh, yeah, it was a good race overall. A good race. Glad to see AlphaTauri back on the podium. I just need my teammate to do something, and we'll be a-okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, glad to see New York guy back in the podium. That's good for you.
Yeah, glad to be
and
back.
I was also gonna say, I was also well back with the top 7 of the podium as well.
Yeah.
I was also gonna say as well, Paulo, do you have any questions for Squid?
No, I
away.
don't. Congrats on the win, Squid.
Thank
Not
you.
a commanding drive, but a great to get to come back to win the race. So well done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad we did those 3 resets, because I think I would have been screwed in the first 2. I think.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you started on mediums. Yeah.
yeah,
And
I ended up starting on the mediums anyway, and then ran into someone at the start of the race. I think it was my fault. I think I just stacked up a little. But we were able to fix it, go on hards to about whenever the safety car came out, lap 18, and pit for mediums when everyone else went for softs, and it was just lucky that JB had a penalty, because he seemed to be struggling in the last 6 laps. It's kind of noticeable.
yeah. Anyways, congrats on the win. I just want to ask quick questions to Crucial Oyster, then we'll end the stream because we're going a little bit late here.
Yeah.
Crucial Oyster, a podium from 16th on the grid. How happy do you feel about that?
And first of all, the stream might not be able to hear me because I'm using Xbox app, and every time I put my audio in, it fucking crashes my shit, so it probably doesn't hear me, but
That usually
holy
sucks.
shit, dude, when I crossed
Oh, that
the line,
happens to me.
I was screaming at the top of my fucking lungs, dude. Like, holy shit. I went through so much in that race. Like, I have so many clips of just getting wing damage and just getting in so many incidents, but my bootleg Jeff literally never gave up on me, and we just had the pace. And it's so funny because the story before this race, I haven't played this game the whole week. I just came back from vacation, and I barely made the race.
That's
Barely
interesting.
made the race. And I had no setup.
Yeah, didn't even
At
do
the beginning,
qualifying.
Like, it was
Or
insane.
actually, I came into qualifying late. Sorry.
In qualifying, yeah. No setup, and it's just incredible.
Yeah. Anyways, congrats on the podium to you. 16th to 2nd. Oh
I
my
know,
god.
right?
Well, I can't believe
That's
that
insane. That just showed how chaotic that race was. And Paulo, do you have any questions for Crucial Oyster on that podium?
No. Again, commanding podium. Great job. Big
Yeah.
shout out considering you started 16th.
Thank you.
And your first start as well.
one. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. You know,
congratulations.
you didn't start Bahrain, you didn't start
No,
China,
I did
so
Bahrain.
good job.
I didn't do the second race.
Oh yeah, that's right, Bahrain. Yeah, yep. Excuse me for my stat mess up, but yeah, per the usual. But yeah, anyways, we need to get on schedule with tier 2. We need to get invites sent out, and as soon as they get sent out, we'll have a stream up, and that'll be figured out. Anyways, tune into tier 2. That's gonna be happening pretty soon. Apologize for how long the stream was. Apologize for the restarts because, of course, that was a bit controversial. But after the controversial one, it's been finished and it's been done, and finally we're going to tier 2, and we'll see you in just about a few minutes.
Sayonara.
All right. Thanks, guys.